Welcome everyone to the Nature of New York. If you're on this website or this page, I presume that you're registered for this class. So if you're here, this is the page you will see, and on the left is the dashboard. Just follow my cursor and on your computer and you can follow along with this video. So here we are. In the beginning, this is the announcements page. If you click on that, the announcements, this is the dashboard right here. This is what you will see. If you click on the announcements, you will see this neat little video, and it's an introduction to this course. So you just click on that arrow, and it's
Do you think you're different from others?
It's a neat little video about this course. Okay, so in the first week, what you need to do is familiarize yourself with this website. But now, what this video does is to help you get through here. Okay, here's course information. You click on that link, and then you'll see your syllabus, navigating the website, a field trip alternative. What does that mean? Well, in this class, there will be one or two field trips, probably two field trips. You might only be responsible for one. It depends on each instructor. Okay, and so if you cannot make those field trips, you have some alternatives. You can organize your own community project and create a PowerPoint summary or a written summary of that experience. You can conduct a beach park community cleanup and also write that up. Or you can have your own pre-approved nature products, such as set up the bird feeder, work at a local pound, something of that nature. Or when you set up a bird feeder, you want to ID all the birds that you visit on a regular basis. That will be in lieu of a field trip. Okay, organize your own guided field trip with your local, by a competent naturalist from your local parks. This applies to the out-of-region people, out-of-state or out-of-country people who are in this class. We can't expect you to come on our field trips, and unfortunately, I wish you could. Okay, and then there's other people who, for whatever reason, maybe are handicapped for whatever reason, and they can't get outside, maybe, for whatever reason. Or they just simply don't want to go on a field trip. Well, we have an alternative. You can write a 20-page, 15 to 20-page term paper related to an ecological, environmental conservation issue. That will be the instructor's choice. Okay, then we go to the discussion board. And these are the rules about the discussion board. I would read that. And for each week, there will be a grading rubric on how you interact on the discussion board. The discussion board is weighted very heavily, and you must show up on this website each week. And you're graded on that. You're also graded in your participation. Okay, that's it for, but here we go. Let's click on this, the syllabus. And I already have a Word document right here. And let me move that out of the way. Click that. And get back to where I was. And where's my Word document? Okay. And here's our Word document. Here's the Nature of New York. Okay. This is a required core life and science, required core course for life and physical sciences. There are no prerequisites or no co-requisites. We're going to have some assignments, and this describes the grading, field trips, lab assignments, discussion board, nature project, etc., and recycling project if your instructor chooses to do that. There are other. It behooves you to read this from beginning to end because everything about this course applies. Okay. Click out of that. Okay, and here's the instructor. When this is filled in, there'll be information about your instructor. There'll be contact information, his emails, his or her emails, maybe a picture or two, and there will be there are office hours that you can maybe communicate via internet or telephone, maybe even Skype. Okay. Weekly assignments. If you click on your weekly assignments, these are your weekly lectures. So, for instance, if I were to go to week 1, where you would be starting, you click on this. Okay, all right, and this now takes you to the first week's lectures. So it tells you acquire all your texts, read week 1's lecture material, and if you live out in New York, contact your instructor. Okay, for Parks. Post your welcome on the discussion board. Okay, then we're going to click on this link. This is another introduction to the course, and now the discussion board. And if you want to, the discussion board is linked to the lectures just by clicking on here. You are now on the discussion board. See, week 1, getting to know you. In week 1, we want to know something about you. Discuss something about yourself. Now, what do? Click on create a thread. There you go. And you just type in something about me. Okay. Okay. I am a freshman at the School of Professional Studies, and I am looking forward to this course. And then what we want to know, what do you do for a living? Why are you taking an online course? How old are you? Where do you live? What are your interests? Stuff like that. A short bios about yourself, and it's kind of interesting. And then we have a discussion. And so you would hit submit, and your link will be posted, your thread will be posted. And then you will see other people's threads. I highly recommend this is a discussion board that you interact with your peers. Since there is no brick and mortar classroom, what we try and do is create interaction. The beauty of this format is that you can do this at your convenience, whenever you want. So there's a lot of flexibility. However, in this course, you must maintain consistency, and you must stay current. That's paramount. There's flexibility, but you have to be motivated. Okay, don't get lost. Okay, now let me get out of here. And that's the weekly assignments and the discussion board. We just saw the discussion board, how it's linked to the lectures. Well, here's how you would reply to other people. You would see this thread, and you would reply. Let me just put a thread there. Okay. Something, I'll do this again, about myself. Okay. And I'm going to say, I am a freshman at SPS. Okay. Click submit. Okay. So now you're going to respond. So you click on that and say, okay, and what? Here we go. Reply. Welcome. Whoever it is, to this course. And so, you write something in, just as a friendly hello to your classmates and peers. It's good to know each other. And like I said, this is a discussion, and there's quite a few. There's such a diverse group of students here. It's quite interesting. Okay, I'm going to cancel this. And I'm going to get rid of, we'll get rid of that later on. Okay. So there's the discussion board. Let me go back to the discussion board. Each week there will be a discussion. It's graded. Habitats, ecological footprints. There will be assignments. Each week there will be assignments. Climate, geology, water. For instance, if I go to water. Let's see. Oh, let me back up. Oh, how do you back up? Well, use these arrows over here. Okay, let me go to water. Okay, create a new thread, fill out your spreadsheet. There's a spreadsheet in the lecture regarding water. So where do I go? I can't find it. I'm going to panic. No, don't panic. Just each week applies to the discussion board. So here we go. Water. Okay, there's this week's lecture, part 1, part 2. And here's my water use assignment. Here's a spreadsheet. You're going to fill that out. And you'll fill this out for several days. Oops. Oh, I got the wrong stuff showing up here. Some of my work showing up. And here is the spreadsheet right here. Fill that in and it'll graph your water usage. It's a nice little chart. Okay. Don't save this. And we will get rid of all that. I'll go back to Blackboard. Okay, the lecture. There's a lecture on the water, whatever. Okay, let's go to discussion board. And then my grades. Everybody wants to know about my grades. Well, here are your grades. Obviously, since you haven't done anything, there are no grades. But each week, there will be a grade for your discussion board or whatever activity you complete. So if you go over here, you'll find important due dates. You'll see our first trip will be Jamaica Bay Wildlife Reserve. It's off Cross Bay Boulevard in Jamaica Bay. This is one of the largest, it is the largest park in New York City. You'd be surprised how large it is. It's about 15,000 acres. I bet most people didn't even realize there was a park this big. And it's a national park too. So we're going to take a field trip there. And for these field trips, recommend that you bring a camera or writing materials. Bring your friends and family. We're going to get outside, and I highly recommend these trips. I can't stress it enough. The way to learn about nature and your environment is hands-on. It's got to be described and pointed to you, and you'll memorize it a lot better, and you'll understand it when you see it there. We're visual animals. We need to see this stuff. That's the way I learned this stuff, was generally through field trips. It's something I've been doing all my life. And then I go home and read books about this stuff. Okay, there will be a lab. 15% of your grade will be on this lab. So you're going to open this up. There's going to be an attached file. Oh, here we go again. Download that lab document. It's our place in the world. And you will go through this whole document, answer the questions. It's about where do you fit in a world of 7 billion people. And that's also what this course is about. So, okay, let's get out of this. Let's see, let me go back to here. Okay, then there's your nature project. You need to conduct a nature project, a recycling project. Each instructor might alter it slightly. Okay, here's your nature block. Click on the view. This is something I wrote back in the summer. Another sultry day in New York City. As I'm walking to my vehicle this morning with my daughter, I heard the cicadas buzzing in the humidity. Oh, something interesting. The cicada is one of the loudest insects in the insect world. And the decibel rating is quite high for their sound. I'm sure you have all heard them on a summer day. So I wrote something about cicadas and katydids. They're just the summer insects that we hear and see. More often hear them than see them. So let's just say you saw a robin. You would just click a new entry. I saw a robin today. Bang. But I'm not going to keep that. Leave page. And so there, I highly recommend that you get involved in the Nature Journal. This could add at least 5 points extra credit to your grade at the end of the semester. So, but it also forces you to become aware and try and identify some of the animals out there. Let's see. What else do we want to look at? Weekly assignments. Important due dates, nature blog, and then the control panel. there's not too much that applies to you here. And that's it for this course. I hope everybody learned something, and we'll see how it goes. See you on the website.